Hello, how you doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I will be breaking for you today on this What's in the Box Wednesday, episode 32. What are we breaking? We're breaking one box of next level graded cards, all right? We sent them a shipment. I believe we sent 16 cards, if I remember right. There's potential for up to 20 cards in here, and I'll explain why if they are in there. But before we go to the box, I'm going to tell you guys stories. We're going to go through. Hey, Kara, how you doing? You're Eric, right? I always forget. You're Eric, right? You're the one. We'll be breaking with you in a little bit. So for What's in the Box Wednesday, what we're doing, we're filming a little early, and I'm going to go over here. I want to show you some of the stuff, the difference between the grading. I didn't bring a PSA card, and I really wish I had. But, so people keep asking me about PSA versus next level grade, and in this case, SGC. I have 3 PSA cards, and I should have brought them. I should have brought a BVG. I didn't think to do it. A VGS, I mean. But the PSA cards are just not very good looking. I do not like them. I own 3 Wanders that I picked up at a convention mid last year. I love the cards, but I'm going to sell them off because I don't want a PSA in my collection. So what I'm talking about is, this is a Cal Ripken Jr. rookie. This is one of my favorite. This guy's on my all-time team. He's my all-time shortstop. I love Cal Ripken Jr. And rather than have that ugly PSA, I don't plan on ever selling this card. Now, that doesn't mean I won't get another Cal Ripken and send it to next level grade, and then I get a better grade, so I'll sell this card, or maybe even crack it and send it to PSA to try to then sell it. But until I have a replacement, I'd rather pay the grading cost twice and have this in my collection. I'd rather have the subgrades, rather have the logos that are just so much prettier. So when asking why I'm selling one versus the other, or why I'm doing one versus the other, I am not doing one versus the other. I'm doing both. I am doing PSA. I haven't sent out yet, but we will be sending off to PSA as well. I'm working with some of my regulars about that, and that should be starting in 2 to 3 months where we send a PSA. But for now, we're just sending the next level grades, and we're focusing on the cards that we want. This Bo Jackson is one of the all-time great cards for me. It's one of the things when I started, it was 1987 Topps. This holds a place in my heart for me. So I'm never selling this unless I get myself a 10. Then I'll sell this one off. But so I'm going to have displays on my walls. I'm going to have all this artistic ways of displaying, and I don't want the ugly PSA label when I do that. So that is why I go next level grade. Now this is an SGC, and I wanted to show you this. This is my first. This was a gift from one of my customers bought this for me. It's an Owen Wilson. It's not like this a big star, but he's a nice guy. He was a good player. Owen Wilson, it's graded at a 1. He heard me say that my next thing, once I got a card, I picked up a card that was, in fact, I'm going to show you. I think I've shown you guys before, but I went to a convention and picked up a bunch of my bucket list cards from when I was a kid. I said the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to get a cigar card in an SGC. I didn't care about the grade. It could have been a 0.5 for all I care. And then he was at a convention, said he could got a good price on this, so he gifted this to me. So this is my first ever cigar card. It's a 1, and you can see it's Sweet Capricola cigarettes. But I do like the SGC. A lot of people say they like it for vintage cards. It's not so much that I like it for vintage cards. I'm sure I'll be fine with a next level grade or a PSA on a vintage card. It's the mini cards for me. If this was in a regular holder, this would all be dead space. And I love the what they call the tuxedo that they put on that. So for mini cards, even if it's I'm considering. I just did those legacy boxes last week, and I pulled not that this one, but this Traylon Burks mini numbered 62 of 125, mini rookie numbered card. I'm considering sending this to SGC because it'll look so much better in a tuxedo than just hanging in a card, in a plastic. So SGC is something I'm going to be looking forward to, looking into for mini cards, but that's all I'm planning on using SGC for. PSA, I'm looking for, in that same vein, in that box, we also got a Traylon Burks RPA. Now that's a nice card, but it is not something I have any interest in keeping in my collection, all right? I'm not a Tennessee Titan fan. I wasn't a Traylon Burks fan coming out. He doesn't go to a school that I care about, Arkansas. There's nothing about this card that really screams needed in my collection. So instead of sending it to Next Level Grade, I'm going to save it for a couple months and send it to PSA in the hopes that I can get a good grade on it and then sell it, making the money back, or making the money to spend on others. We're going to start this format where we're trying to flip the cards that people don't buy. In today's breaks, we sold out everything. There are 2 teams available for sale on one of the breaks. The other 2 teams on the other break I purchased myself, and those are the Bucks and the Raiders. The Bucks happen to be my team, and it didn't come up as random. And the Raiders have Josh Jacobs and Hunter Renfrow as rookies in that. So if I get a Josh Jacobs or Hunter Renfrow in that, I may send that to PSA. So that's what we're going to be doing with PSA, is the cards, those guys don't belong in my collection, but if I can get a good hit, sending them to PSA and starting to sell them off to buy more product or or stuff that I do want in my collection. Start learning the flipping aspect of the business, as they call it. Now, we're going to offer you guys a option as well. Once we get this going, if we open a break and let's say you pull that Traylon Burks, that's yours. I'm gonna, as always, I'm gonna sleeve it, I'm gonna put it in a top hard loader, and I'm gonna send it to you at your home. However, if instead of that you say, listen, I think that card has value, but I don't want it in my personal collection, go ahead and PSA it. What I'm gonna do is, and it may take time as I build up a financial ability to do this, we're going to pay for the grading. We're going to pay for the grading ourselves. Now, what's going to happen is if you decide you don't want to sell it, you want to keep it, you would then have to pay the grading before I ship it to you. You're essentially saying I'm grading it and I'm holding it until you pay for that. But I would pay for the grading. The business would pay for the grading. When we get it back, we'd list it on eBay and hope to get more than what we paid for the grading. So when we got whatever it sells for, it would go pay for the eBay fees, and then it would pay for the eBay fees, the shipping, and the grading costs would be reduced from the total we get to pay for the card, and then whatever is left we'll split 75% to 25%. So if you pull that Traylon Burks card and say we're able to sell it for $70, well then after the fees and the $30 for grading or whatever the grading cost is, there's still $30 left over. Then you'd still make a $20 plus profit on that card, and it's like, I didn't want the card and now I made $20. And then it's just a matter of whether we cash out you the $20 or you say hold that $20 and next time I buy I owe you $20 left. We'll work on all that, but that's part of the system we have going into play as we work on getting this PSA flipping and stuff going. Now, I showed you guys these, just a little thing. Like I said, personal cards, this is how I go at it. These are some of the cards I'm going to be sending in the next shipment. I don't know which ones. I don't know how many I'll be sending, but Tony Gwynn rookie. This is a Willie McCovey rookie. It's in terrible shape, but I may send that. I got 3 Cal Ripken Jr. rookies, Kirby Puckett, Don Mattingly. Now, I already have this Don Mattingly, but I have it in a Beckett grading service. So my thought is if I send this, then I can list the other one or put it into the business, to sell in the future because I want this in a next level grade. Same with the Wade Boggs. I have a Wade Boggs. My Mattingly is rated at a 9 Beckett. My Boggs is rated as a 7 Beckett. So again, if I can get those, there's another Mattingly, another Gwynn, and then this I just picked up was an Alan Trammell and Paul Molitor rookie. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. So those are the ones I'm going to be considering, and that's the type of stuff I'm going to be sending to next level grade going forward. Those old things, and I'm going to start making my own collections. I may be trying to collect all the rookies of the year going back and I'll go and try to get Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson and Julio Rodriguez and National League, I forget, and then work my way backwards, trying to build up collections. I may make the 3,000 Hit Club collection and try and get the rookie card from all these different things. I think that's the fun way I'm going to go about collecting going forward. And then the stuff that's not my people, I'll be sending to PSA. Now, I see you're here, Todd. I just wanted to go over these real quick with you to make sure we're on the same page. Now, some of them, you only had what you said. So you said Jordan Love. I'm assuming this is the Jordan Love you're talking about. If it's not, let me know. The Jalen Waddle. That's the green variation. Then you said the 2 Herberts. That's the purple Justin Herbert. And the Justin Herbert red score. And then you said 1 Trevor Lawrence. And I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. Now, you have other cards here, and you have 2 of these Trevor Lawrences. So that's why, because you didn't have a second Trevor Lawrence, I'm assuming that Trevor Lawrence is the one you're talking about. And then you had the Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle. I'm assuming you meant that Jalen Waddle and not this Jalen Waddle. And you have the Kyler Murray rookie, Justin Jefferson rookie, Jamar Chase, and the 3 Joe Burrows. But all of that, you're saying hold on to these for now and send these 5 to next level. Correct. And you want these all done as jersey matches like that, or do you want them done as the base? We can talk about that too, because we're going to see some new things in this box. Let's look at this box. Let's see what we have, because we're about to see some new logos that they cost money for the new logos. I paid for extra logo, the extra logo things, so we'll see what they look. But assuming there's nothing there, you want to spend extra money, you don't like them enough, you want them all jersey, I think that's the way to go. I am all about the jersey. I have some, before I realized about the jersey match, I have some that I did in their base, and I think going forward, I may actually crack the ones in the base, and if they got a good enough grade, like my Wanders, I have 2 Wander Francos rookies, next level graded with their base instead of the jersey match. I may crack them and send them back, or send them back as is, let them crack them, and get them back as a 9.5 because that's what they were, and but with jersey match, and I may pay to have them graded just for the jersey match. So here we go, 2 bags in this box. The box is empty. I'm hoping it looks. I'd say there's about 10 in each. It could be 8 in each. We have between 16 and 20 cards, and like I said, I will explain that. All right, I'll start explaining it while I'm opening the bag. So we got up here. One of the reasons I brought the Barry Bonds. This Barry Bonds card, again, 87 tops. That's my initial, that's when I started collecting, was 1987 tops. I consider the 1988 top set my set. It's the worst set in history, but this one was already out when I got into collecting, so hope all in special envelopes. They look like they're in special envelopes. Fingers crossed. Last time, though, those special envelopes, they weren't 10s. Like, we opened that first break, and that there was a special envelope. We opened it, it was a 10, and we thought, oh, that means it's a 10. And then we had special envelopes, and we were pulling 8.5s out of envelopes. So that doesn't seem to mean anything. But anyway, we got this Barry Bonds. The 88 top set is like the first one where I collected and I bought packs and I tried to make the set, and then I backgraded trying to get the 87 set, but it's really the 88 top set. But this one is like the first one that I ever collected anything, so this is an important set to me as well. And so I sent up Barry Bonds, and I got an 8 jersey match. And the jersey match is cool, but it's not like as cool as like the Cal Ripken or the Bo Jackson, mainly because the yellow and on the yellow and stuff, it's a little too much. So what I did was I have 4 more Barry Bonds, all right? And I sent all 4 of those Barry Bonds with this shipment. And I paid, I think it was $3, $5, $8, and $10. For the 4 upgraded labels. They have 4 label upgrades. You can get jersey match or their base label for free, and then you can pay for the upgraded labels. Well, they contacted me and say, listen, I understand what you're trying to do, and I think it's great, but the cards are going to look terrible with some of those labels. So let me, at no cost to you, which is really cool. They're really good at service. I love next level grade service. That's why, between that and the look, it's why I am a next level grade guy. That's what I am. So what they did was they put them all in the package. They're all in there. So they're not all 10s. So that's definitely not what that means. Anyway, I'm going to pull these down so we can stick the good ones up here. So what they said was, we're going to do, if you want us to, I can still do they said we'll still do the Barry Bonds if that's what you want, but if what we think is we will give you free cards, essentially, still grade the Barry Bonds, but not with those special things, and we'll give you these other ones and we'll give you better cards that fit the logos. So I don't even know what those cards are. So if there are 10, if this has 10 in there, that means there are 20 cards, and they sent 4 extra cards. So I'm really excited to see how this worked out, or if it was a mistake, or if, I don't know. We'll see. But excited to find all this out. Oh, look, this one has 2 bags. Oh, there you go. That one right there says 10 on it. That bag says 10. That will be the last one we're opening. We'll leave that right there. Someone got a 10. And I'm going to say, not only do I think, I'm making a guess that it's going to be Sugars and not mine. I sent the most cards in this time. But I'm going to say, based on what I'm seeing, I know exactly the card it is. In fact, I'm 99% sure I know exactly what card it is. I'm going to turn it over so that you guys can't guess. And Sugar, congratulations on your 10. All right. So here we go. So yes, that's why I'm excited to see this the jersey stuff, but I'm also excited to see if I got any better grades on the bonds than that 8. Oh, you know what I need? We'll use this. I just don't want to. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe not. We'll see what happens, because now it's only 16, and there were only 16 to start with. So, first things first, here we go. We have, this is Sugar Whites, Damian Pierce. Look at that jersey match. Oh, that's a pretty, pretty color. Go Gators. Damian Pierce autograph. 8.5 corners. See, I don't see that. 9 edges, 8 centering. Oh, now that I say that, yeah, I see the centering. The surface is a 9.5. It has a good surface. It has a 9 autographed. Is it? Oh, okay, so here we go. You see how at the bottom, it's a sticker. He signed off of the sticker. Part of the auto, I didn't even notice that. Part of the auto is under the sticker, which they peeled off and put on, so you lost part of the autograph. So the auto is only a 9. But that is a pretty card. I'm going to have to talk to, it's another card. There's so many cards Sugar has. I'm going to have to talk to him about trading for. All right, so far that's our best one. Damian Pierce autograph, 8.5 with the Go Gators colors. Our second card we got is it's mine, a 7.5 Eddie Murray rookie. It's an Eddie Murray rookie, 7.5. It's got 7 corners, 7.5 edges, 8.5 surface, and 8 centering. I thought the centering was pretty decent. I can see it's off a little. Oh, the up and down is much worse than I thought. I was looking left to right. Yeah, that centering is not as good as I thought it was. But still, a 7.5 for a card that's a 1978 rookie. I'm happy with that. I wouldn't mind getting another one and trying again. But for what I'm trying to build, the type of collection I'm trying to build, that works out fine for me. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to say I'm very happy with that. But I also knew that it wasn't a very good card. I knew that wasn't in great condition. I sent in a card here that I wouldn't be surprised if I get a 5 on. But I just wanted a graded version and figured I could upgrade it later. So here we go. Here we go. We got a Shaquille O'Neal rookie. That is Shaquille O'Neal base card match. You didn't go with the color jersey match, and I think it was the right call with the Stadium Club. That looks good. 9.5, and look at that. If it wasn't for the centering, corners 10, edges 10, surface 10, centering 8.5. If that centering was better, this was an easy 10. Just a slight bit better on the centering, and that is an easy 10. Nice. Shaquille O'Neal, congratulations, Sugar, on a Shaq rookie 9.5. That's a nice looking card. I have one too that I was going to send, and then when he said he was going to send this, I was like, well, I don't want to send them at the same time because you don't want to know whose is whose. So I will be sending, well, I don't know if I'll be sending mine now. The cards I want to send just keep going up and up and up and up. So we'll see. All right. So here we go. We have a 8.5. There's a Barry Bonds 8.5. So the Barry Bonds I have is an 8. So I've just upgraded the one in my collection. Corners 9, edges 8.5. The centering went down 1. My centering before was 8.5. It had gone down to an 8, but my surface was 7, and this one's a 9. So, and you could see it's a more vibrant card. I don't know if it comes off through the plastic there, but this one is definitely a more yellow, and that one's got a darker tint to it. Oh, look at the centering. The reason the centering is worse is look at that centering on the back. Now, centering on the back does not hurt as much as centering on the front, but look at how far off that centering on the back is. So that's why this one ended up with a higher centering. Its centering issues were on the front, whereas these centering issues were on the back. But still, it upgraded. I upgraded one of my Barry Bonds, and it looks like it's a jersey match. So that makes me feel like they did do what they said. And you know what? The other 3 cards in this pack are also those Barry Bonds cards, the 4 Barry Bonds. So they're all jersey matches. They're all the same. So let's just see what our numbers are. There's a 9, 5, an 8, and a 6. All right, so there it is. That's the one that's staying in my collection, 9, 5. And now I have an 8, 5, 2 8s, and a 6. Let's look at the 9, 5. Has an 8, 5 corner, a 9 edges, a 10 centering, a perfect, you see that does not look like a 10 centering to me. Maybe they didn't take that off the back. But a 10 centering and 9.5 surface to give it a 9.5 gem mint. Then we got this one. The 8 is a 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, and just the center. You can see how hard the centering is to the left. It's large. And if this thing was a little bit shifted this way, that's easily a 9.5, 2, 3 9.5s. And then this 6 is 8 on the corners, 8.5 on the edges. Surface is 5. There must be some major damage on the surface that I can't see. Oh, look at that. There's a dimple right there that I didn't see. I don't know if it shows up, but yeah, there's a dimple there. So the surface is a 5, which really killed this one. But okay, I'm very happy with a 9.5 Barry Bonds. We'll see how that plays out, and then those other ones I can just sell off and see how that works. All right, so the next bag, we got theoretically 8 more. I could be wrong, it could be 11 more, but I don't think that's the case. All right. So here we go. We got this in there. They're now upside down. This is the one. Okay, here's the Roger Clemens rookie. This is the one that I said I wouldn't be surprised if I got a 5 on. I knew this was in bad shape, but I wanted to see what I got anyway. So we get a 7. Oh, that's not as terrible. See, I saw this spot here. Now let's see. I'm trying to see if it shows up. It doesn't show up because it shows up a little. You see that spot there? I didn't know what that was, but I thought that was going to really bring it down. The corners were not great. 6.5. The surface is 7. The edges are 6, but the centering, they gave so much weight to the centering on this card, 8.5, that it came up a 7. 8.5 and a 7, and a 6.5 and a 6. I'm actually very happy with that 7. More happy with that 7 than the Eddie Murray 7.5. Again, I'd like to see if I can get another one and get it graded higher. But for now, that's nice. I stick that in my collection. All right. Oh, we're going to save that one for last. Very excited about that one. This is Sugar Whites. We got the Emmitt Smith Pro Set Rookie. All right. Emmitt Smith Pro Set Rookie graded at a 9.999 for centering, surface, and corners, and then an 8.5 on the edges. And this was problematic of Pro Set back in the day. These blue edges would crack, but I don't really see it. I don't know if maybe that looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good to me. But they're the experts. I trust them. But still, a 9 on the Emmitt Smith rookie. We're going to pull down that and let Emmitt Smith have that spot. It's better than the Damian Pierce. Not necessarily as good as the Shaquille O'Neal. All right, then next we have. All right, this is Todd the Toads. This is the Josh Allen insert. On the insert, he went with. On both of these, it says he went with the jersey. So here we go. Josh Allen draft insert 9. Oh no, this is the base. I'm sorry, I thought this was the insert. 9.0 on that. So mint 9, 8.5 on the corners, 9.5 on the surface, 9 on the edges, and 9.5 on the centering. I always like, really, this card for me is, if I look at it like they give it a rating and that's the rating. All right, but there are things that matter and things that matter less to me. So if they're high on the things that matter and low on the things that matter less, it's like it's a 9, but it's my personal 9.5. Whereas if these scores were flipped, it'd be like it's a 9, but it's personally a 8.5. Surface and centering is kind of the card. Dings, like the corners and the edges. That I guess kind of in a way don't matter as much. When a card is shifted so far up that it's like, okay, the card is cut wrong, that hurts me more than, okay, there's a edge here that is apparently only an 8.5 edge, but I can't see it. So that's how I look at it. So this Josh Allen is a 9, but it's like a personal 9.5 because the surface and the centering, which is what matters to me, is really nice. And then it says the edges and the corners are a little, 9 and 8.5 is still good. I don't see what they're talking about at all. I guess that corner is less sharp than the other 3. So maybe that corner, but still brings that down to an 8.5. I don't see the edges. It's a Josh Allen rookie. It's nice. That's nice. We're gonna pull down the Damian Pierce 8.5 and let Josh have that spot for now. All right. Here we go. Next we have all right, this is one of my oldest cards to date. It's a second year. I think it's a second year. Yeah, I think it's a second year Frank Robinson 5. Okay. Now again, I knew that this was a terrible card. I just wanted to get it in a slab, and I also wanted to see the jersey match on this because I was worried that a vintage card like this wouldn't look good with a jersey match. But I really like that deep red for the Reds and the yellow here. I really like that jersey match. I'm happy with it. Now, the corners are 5s, which I knew were bad. The edges were 4s, and I actually thought the edges were pretty decent. So that's one that I was wrong on. The surface is 7, which is better than I thought. It looks like it has a little dimple, not a dimple, but a spot like the Roger Clemens does. And the centering is a 5, and you can see how badly it's shifted left and up. So I knew I thought it was going to be worse than that. So a 5 on a Frank Robinson with that bad of a centering, I really can't complain about that. It's just a cool-ass card. That is just a cool-ass card, and I wanted to get it graded and see what it looked like. And I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. More happy with this than I am with the 7.5 of the Eddie Murray. About the same as I am with the 7 of the Roger Clemens. All right, next we have, this is a big one for Sugar. All right, big one for Sugar. It's one of his Washington Redskins Commanders. It's a autograph at a 10. Brian Robinson. 8.5. Oh man, I had so much hopes for this. He had pulled this card twice. This and another one, and the one he pulled, the second one, or the first one he pulled this, and it was like, oh good, redemption. The first one he pulled was all chewed up. It was terrible. And I was like, oh, this one looks beautiful, and I was really hoping for a good grade on this. The centering's a 9.5, so it's centered great. And the surface is an 8.5. It's just that it says that the edges are 8 and the corners are 7.5. And I guess I can see that a little. That they're not like perfect. But still, if he has a big year this year, look at that corner. I didn't even notice that. You can't see that on the picture, but yeah, it's not perfect. So that might have been one of it, but still. Numbered autograph contenders ticket 8.5, and I think that he has a chance to be a really big a piece of the puzzle for Washington this year. You're happy with that? I would be too. I think that's a really cool card. Good. I like the 8.5 better on that than I do the Damian Pierce. The Damian Pierce is nice. But first of all, the autograph's a 10, whereas the autograph on the Damian Pierce is a 9 because of it coming off. And although I like the card better for the Damian Pierce, I like the silver and I like the label better. And he's a Gator, so obviously he's better. The 8.5 for the Brian Robinson just feels like it's probably because of centering the surface, which is what matters. And on this one, the high grades. Edge is pretty good. The centering is off. So, that's probably what it is. It's a nice card. I agree. All right. So here is the second of Todd's 2 cards. It's the Josh Allen NFL Draft insert, and he gets a 9.5 on that one. Nice, Todd. You got one as a 9 and one as a 9.5, and everything is 9.5. Corner, surface, edges, centering, all got a 9.5. This is a pure 9.5 card. What a nice card that is. So there you go. You grabbed yourself two. I like the fact that they the jersey, like they did the jersey match, are similar because they used the black and the yellow, but it's not exactly the same. This one had more black in the card with the label and stuff, so you're seeing black here, whereas this label has this light blue because of the draft card, and they used that as, so that's kind of cool. But that's a nice, couple nice cards there. So we'll make sure we get those shipped out to you. We'll let Josh have this spot. All right, so here is my final card before we look at Sugar's last two cards, and it is a Tony Dorsett rookie. Now, again, I don't expect high grades from this. I'm hoping for a 7. I'd be ecstatic with anything over that. It wasn't, like with a lot of these cards that I'm picking up, I know they're not in great condition. I'm just getting a version graded so I can put it on my display wall, whatever, and then I hope to get a better version later on. So right now we have a Tony Dorsett rookie at a 5.5. Not happy with that. Now that I'm looking at it, I remember that it was in bad shape, but I thought it was in better shape than the Frank Robinson. Apparently I was wrong. Clearly the centering is off and off to the left. You can see that. The centering they got at 5.5. The corners they got at 4.5. I knew they were bad. That one is kind of chewed up. But I was hoping things like surface and edges would help. They both came out as 6s, which brought it up to the 5.5. But 5.5 is an excellent plus. It's a start. It's a Tony Dorsett rookie. I'm fine. It's not. I was hoping for a 7. So by hoping for a 7, you're really hoping for a 6. You know. So 5.5 is a little less than what That's slightly into disappointing territory. But okay, that's fine. I got a graded Tony Dorsett now. So sweet. I'm okay with it. All right. So I was hoping this was the 10. If there was any card I could pick to be the 10, it would have been this one. It's not, so let's hope it's a 9.9. And that is the 1989 Billy Ripken Fuckface card. You heard it here, guys. It's the Fuckface card, and it's graded a 9. Still, that's pretty good. Pretty good. You got an 8.5 surface. Edges are 8.5. These, 8.5 corners and 8.5 edges. The centering is 9 and the surface is 9.5. So again, the two things that matter to me. So this would be, I'd consider this is a 9, but a 9.5 in my heart because it has the things that matter. The corners and the edges are the things that matter less to me. So that's a nice looking card. A 9 on the Billy Ripken FF error, as they call it. So there you go, Sugar. That's nice. Got that one graded, and it's back now. Which means that I was right about what this was. It is Sugar's. It is a 10. It is a rookie. It is baseball. It is a Rookie of the Year. It is a Julio Rodriguez 10 Chrome prospect card. Now, this isn't his first Bowman, and it isn't his rookie card, and because of that, its value is a little bit less than one or the other. But it is a beautiful card. You even went to do, they did the base card match, and it's nice because even though it's a base card match, like this, you did the base card match instead of the jersey match, and I think that kind of gives it more of a professional, like the standardized, you did these 3 as base card, and you see how it's standardized. It's still a pretty label, unlike the PSA, whereas if you had jersey matched it, sure, it might look really cool as well, but if you were ever looking to sell it, it may have more value in that base. I don't know. It's hard to really say how it works with this next level grading and how people will love it. But it looks really sweet. I know that we didn't do jersey match on this. We did, it says base card match. But it's almost like they did a little jersey matching. It's still base, but it's got a little bit of silver, like the chromeness here. It's got a little bit of green here, which you don't see on these. So, and there's green here. So it's almost like it's a jersey match. And that's probably because it's a 10. They do that extra special stuff like that. But yeah, that's nice. Congratulations on your Julio Rodriguez 10, pristine 10. You really like the base? I do like the base. I love the jersey match so much. But for some reason, I really like this. And like if I knew I was getting a 10, I might pick the base for the 10 like this with the pristine, silver around it and stuff. But that is a pretty card. Very nice card. Congratulations, Sugar. That's your first 10, I believe. I know that Toad got himself a Trevor Lawrence 10. And then this might be our second 10. I'll have to go back and look at the videos to see if we've gotten any other 10s. This one and the Trevor Lawrence, I know we've gotten 10s. But guys, that was amazing. That was awesome. That's not all of them. Where did the rest of them go? Did I put them over here? No? Oh yeah, that's the 3 bonds. So we got the Julio 10. We got, let's see, Brian, Emmett, Shaquille, Billy. That's me. That's him. Damian Pierce. I think that's it. Okay, so what we got. So what we didn't get, I had to contact them. We didn't get any of the cards that were promised with the extra labels. That's what we haven't received yet. But what we got the 2 Josh Allens, which are Toads. We're going to send those to him this week. For me, we got the Eddie Murray, the Tony Dorsett. We got 4 Barry Bonds. This is the 9.5, but we got the other 3 over there. The Frank Robinson and the Roger Clemens rookies. And then for Sugar, our winner, we got the Brian Robinson and the Damian Pierce at 8.5. We got the Billy Ripken fuckface error and the Emmitt Smith rookie at 9. We got the Shaquille O'Neal rookie at 9.5. And the pristine 10 Julio Rodriguez. So good job, guys. Like I said, we'll be sending out the next shipment this week. I've got the 5 cards for Sugar. I got the 5 cards for Todd. If anyone wants in, you have a couple days while I put together the order to let me know if you want more. And I will be adding some cards of my own. And we'll be doing this again in approximately 3 months. Until then, we'll see you next Wednesday on What's in the Box Wednesday, where by then we should have the product in. This is Wednesday, April 12th. Today is Wednesday, April 12th. I'm lying, it's not, but it is. And then Wednesday, April 19th, we'll be starting with all new product from Sugar. So we'll see you guys then. Take care. Click the like and subscribe button down below. Do all that nonsense. Leave a comment. Whatever. And we'll do it again soon. See you guys then. Bye-bye.